Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? It's your dude with STWFTV, and we are live with my guy, man, Bandito.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, okay. I had to fix that. I'm like, man, where am I hearing this echo at, man? I'm like, oh no, something ain't right. But hey, man, how's it going? Listen, this is our second episode of Let's Ride podcast, where we're gonna talk about nothing but the UFL, Arlington Renegades, and those other teams that that's in the league. But hey, man, it's your dude Unc and Bandito. So definitely, y'all get ready. Let's take a ride with us. And if y'all got any comments, any topics that y'all want to talk about, y'all definitely just drop that in the chat. But man, I see you today again. Last week you didn't you didn't look like a fan. So today, I see you got the gear on. So tell me what's going on with that.
Oh man, I just threw one of the Bandito shirts on. You know what I mean? Throw the little renegade cap on. That's about it.
Okay. Little light work.
Yeah, nothing big.
Nice.
That was Saturday.
Facts. Hold on. Let me try and fix this stream. Hold on 1 second. Or remove.
Let the band play.
All right, when they say if first you don't succeed, try again. So look, we back as you do and Bandito, and we back with Let's Ride podcast, man.
Let's
So
go,
she
guys.
back. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Facebook is hating on us right now, but y'all definitely let us know. We got a lot of shows tonight. We got the chop up on our channel as well, so y'all can definitely check that out while we here rocking out with our UFL fans. But man, Mr. Bandito, I see you in the Bandito gear. So can you show us what is looking like? Oh yeah, that's the original. That's
Yeah,
the
this is the
original.
ones we wore. This is the ones we wore for that the 2023 championship game in San Antonio.
Nice. I mean, they say like you wear, so that's like you wearing your lucky underwear. You get your win. So is that what you're trying to do? Wear your lucky shirt so we can get a win on against the San Antonio Brahmas?
Hey, you know what I mean? I'm bringing out a new one, so maybe let's see. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
there's been a couple of shirts that we lost to San Antonio, so I think I'm gonna come out with a fresh new one on
Okay.
Saturday.
Okay. Nice. So, tell us some things how you gearing up for this year.
Oh man, just really basically just kind of just getting ready. Hopefully, we get some good fans to go out there and enjoy this event that we got to get to throw with the Renegades. You know what I mean? So hopefully we'll get a good turnout from the Renegade side because I know San Antonio is pretty coming deep.
Yeah. San Antonio always they come horns forward. That's their little thing, man. I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling y'all go check out our Facebook page. For some reason, it's not allowing us to stream there. But y'all check the page out and y'all see that they got a pretty cool chant. But some things that's different that I'm hearing this year with the Banditos, y'all. You got a new get up, right?
Yep, I got some. I got a new. I made a new shirt. New shirt. You know what I mean? Going with the old English style. You know what I mean? Everybody will get to see it Friday night if they come on.
Nice.
If they come out.
When you say old English, I'm thinking, like Mickey 24. I'm thinking beer, man. So I mean, you gotta.
I'm talking old English font. Look at you.
So y'all definitely make sure y'all come out there and see what's happening. Check out some of the merch. But over this past week, man, this past weekend was pretty lit. They had an open practice and fan appreciation up there at Choctaw Stadium, man. So did you get an opportunity to get out there?
Yep, it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I mean, really good fan friendly.
So. Yeah. I mean, so this is one here too. So it was crazy because I was looking for the picture because I think these are one of the guys that had me hold a sign up when we lost to them at home during the 2020 campaign. So it's really cool to just see how, Houston Roughnecks and the team and the fans actually come out and support their team. So tell us about these two super fans.
Well, the one on the left, that's Rig Rocker. He heard about the open practice and that we were going to scrimmage the Roughnecks. He jumped in the truck, made that 4.5 hour drive, and the one on the right, that's one of the Banditos. That's Tim, his name is Tim English, but we know him as Crazy Tim.
Yeah, and I know him as the guy that screams in the stadium. I'll be taking pictures, be like, "Are you ready?" I'll be like, "Yeah!" Like I'm telling you, every time I see Tim, man, I get crunk. Like y'all definitely check out some good pictures. Y'all take him out. Like he's definitely active, man. So, what are some of the memories you have like with the Roughnecks? Do you have any like fan memories? Did you ever go down to one of the games?
We went last year. We went last year, and it was pretty cool. We were with Rig Rocker and also with Predator couple down there. I mean, they know how to. They take it pretty good out there. Right now, they're having a little trouble out there knowing where they're gonna park this year. But I mean, if you guys ever decide to go out there to Houston, I mean, you guys got to get with them with Rig Rocker and the Predator couple.
Okay. No, I mean, shit, that's a problem everywhere in Houston is to try and find a parking spot. So that's definitely a concern there. So, one thing that I liked about, the UFL, it's all about the fans. It's about for the love of everything, the love of the sport, the love of the game, the love of the fans. And, not all teams do this. They have an open practice. This year, they actually did it a bit differently. They had an actual scrimmage against, like I say, to me, my rival. But yeah, as y'all see here, this was some of the fans that came out there, man. And it's like last year, I think we were on the other side. But these are some of the season ticket holder fans. They got an opportunity to actually go out and get some autographs from some of the players. But I heard that I think it was just for season ticket holders. Like You were out there. Tell us how that experience was.
So yeah, the experience is pretty cool because what it is, if you're a season ticket holder, I mean, it was open to the public as well, but the only way you were going to get down to the field is if you were a season ticket holder. I mean, that's one of the cool perks you get for being a season ticket holder. You know, I mean, you get to go to the events. They have a couple of events throughout the year that you can go to, being a season ticket holder.
Yeah, nice. And I mean, and one of the perks of Mr. Bandito is like you made some of their reels, like on the team page, like there are some of the players that actually came out and shook your hand.
Oh yeah, and I mean, and there's a couple of cool guys on the team. You know, what I mean, you got Donald Payne, which is our linebacker. Then you got Taylor Vaughn, real cool guy. You know what I mean. Then you got Winfield. You got you got Peyton out there. I know those guys from since they've been with the Renegades for the last 3 years, and real humble guys.
Yes, yes. I mean, shout out to Dunk. Appreciate you for tapping in with us all the way from the X platform, man. So we're talking XFL, UFL football Renegades as we get ready for springtime football. This is the last week before players get their cuts. So, they're leaving it all on the field. But, yeah, this is a unique experience. Like, we've seen the players, the actual fans, season ticket holders standing there in line waiting to, get in line, get ready to meet the players. But this young kid here, he had the opportunity where these guys signed his signed his shirt. And I also have a picture with Marquette King. He was signing a shirt for an old lady. Like it was really touching, just to see, the extent that these players would go to actually interact with the fans. I mean, because just like with this, this kid asked to come out there and meet these guys, and all of them signed his shirt. I don't know anywhere in the NFL that you can get this type of experience.
Oh no, not without pain.
That part, facts. So here, this is who are these guys?
Oh man, I don't know the guy on the right, but the one on the left, that's my nephew. His name is Aaron, but he goes by Big Country.
Yeah, he looks pretty big right there, man. So who's this? So who's the player right there that you were talking
to? That's Donald Penn. That's our middle linebacker. Number 18.
Nice, and the picture really doesn't show. He actually made it a point to come out there and engage and shake your hand and talk to you. So tell us something that that y'all had talked about.
We just talked about how the season's going to turn out. You know what I mean? How he wants the season to turn out. I mean, he's talking about the defense. He's talking championship, nothing less.
Facts. And you know what? And that's what that's what that's the impression that I've been getting from all of the players. It's like,
and that's all. Like, you're looking like Will Clark on the defensive line. You're looking at our new boy Odom that we just recently picked up from when Houston let him go. He's talking nothing less either, and he just joined the team.
Mm-hmm. That's the mentality up there.
I think if our defense just balls out and we put enough points, just enough, if the offense can put enough points on the board, defense holds everybody down to at least under 20 points, and we win.
It sounds simple, but it's practical because Coach Stoops, he mentioned that earlier, that the defense, the secondary is better. You just made mention of Chris Odom. Of course, he's going to bolster the front, the front line. So, we've made the moves to actually, get the pieces to make us feel confident. To make us feel confident on this run. So this guy here, number 86, man, he's been killing it, all camp. I've been very impressed with, the amount of looks he's been getting, the catches he's been doing. So definitely, y'all be on the lookout for him. And so these are some of the pictures of the Roughnecks right here. But, just shout out to that line. They're just in the trenches with those guys. Look at this big guy right. He just stood up. But y'all can see, what'd you say?
So he just stood him straight up.
Facts. He's like he's choking him. And you see, and you can see here, there is an upfront push. So it's definitely looking like we in a better place than than what we were last year. So we got a question: who's the starting running back? All right, so right now it's I want to say it's a toss-up, but I think because we had one guy returning, Dede Hunter, number 30, number 32. Dede Hunter, but it might be Kellen Ballage, the guy from just came from the Pittsburgh Steelers from the NFL. So you're looking at those two guys that's pretty much the top two that's going to be the starting running back coming in the week.
Oh, and we might have a surprise running back, man. Our running back from last year was in the practice. I got to meet him. You know what I mean? He ain't suited up, but I mean he's still in his Renegade gear. So you know what I mean?
So he's still fanned out. That's what you're saying? He's still fanned out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So all right, Dunk. Darrington. So Dunk, stick with us right quick. About to take a quick break, and we're actually going to go into where we break down, some of the rosters as the Renegades get ready to trim down this 66-man roster down to a 53-man roster. So appreciate y'all. Just stick with us, and we're going to take this quick break, and we'll be right back. Got to pay some bills.
Little J's Donuts and more. Located in Harahan at 1301 Hickory Avenue. Come in for donuts, savory breakfast, king cakes, and more. Check us out on Facebook at Little J's Donuts or on our website, littlejaysdonuts.org.
Yep.
What up? We are back, man. Look, colder, man. We are back and we getting ready for now. Who will make the cut? So, a lot of people may not know, but right now the Renegades roster is up to like about 66 players. So, and not just the Renegades, pretty much all the teams in the UFL right now, they are faced with this big decision. Who's going to make the final cut? If y'all can check our page out, y'all can find out that we I keep saying a lot of but y'all check our page out and y'all can see during the Coach Stoops interview that he mentioned, some of those guys that stood out. Definitely Chris Odom is making waves. But who are some of the guys that you look forward to making a roster there, Bandito?
You know what, Lambert? Lambert's looking healthy now that he got help on the other end with Odom. I think those two defensive tackles are gonna make some noise. All we just need to make sure Lambert stays healthy. I think if he can stay healthy with that push with those two guys, I think our defense will be pretty nice. Because we got decent ends to box. We just didn't get no push from the middle.
Mm-hmm. And I think like last season, we faltered a lot with injuries. So, I really don't want to, gauge that too much. But, I think, we're off to a good season. So right now, so this here is the 2025 Arlington Renegades by alphabet, their current roster. So let me see which one might be easier. So by training camp numerical roster or alphabet. So we'll just do it by here. So right here, we got I cannot pronounce this guy's name. QB Holton. So from East Carolina. Now this guy's he's been pretty rock solid. We had mentioned him in our first show, and y'all can go back and check some of the footage, but he's been making some really good plays to his fellow East Carolina buddy, number 14, who's also been standing out, Isaiah Winstead. So he's been impressive. Now, I don't know if he's done enough to actually make the roster, but he's been turning heads there. So that's just one notable.
He's had a couple. He's had a couple of good grabs.
Who?
That
Number 14?
the receiver.
Yes, and he's been pretty impressive in practice. Like we y'all gonna see our interview with Tyler Vaughns in just a moment. But the continuity between those guys has just been impressive. One thing that I've seen and noticed during training camp is the confidence that these guys have in each other. Like, okay, hey, this receiver, this XY receiver, if I'm not open, and this is just paraphrase what Tyler Vaughn mentioned, he's like, okay, hey, he know these guys, this guy next to him is going to make the play. He knows he's going to catch the ball. And, and to me, that's something that's paramount into trying to build a championship mentality. So just want to echo to what you were saying on that. Like, yeah, he's definitely been doing a really good job. So just skimming through some of these names. So if y'all see some names on this roster, hopefully all our viewers can see it. So if y'all see any names on here, just definitely comment them in the chat, and yeah, we could do we could check that out. So this guy too here, number 32, y'all can see him. We got some footage. He's been really good during training camp. He had a really good season, really good training camp. Ike Arbor, I'm going to tear his name up. Sorry, listen, if I take your name up, look how the old folks say, fault my head, not my heart. But he's been having a really good training camp. Number 17, he's been breaking plays wide open. Like, he's been extending plays, getting through the line of scrimmage and actually getting to the secondary. So I'm pretty confident. I don't know if it's the play of our running back or if it's the new addition to our offensive line. So if y'all go and check our page, you can see this press conference where Bob Stoops made it. He emphasized on the importance of getting their offensive line stronger so that they can run the ball more. So looking like they're going to open up the playbook wide open, because that run game has really been impressive. So still on the running back, was trying to find Kellen.
Hey, I'm hoping, because that very first play he's coming out and he's going to run it to the right.
So number 4 here. So that's the guy that we believe that's going to start this season, Kellen Ballage. So I haven't seen much of him. I don't know if they're preserving his usage, but number 4. So he has a lot of big expectations on this season. So receiver, we've done a lot of receiver interviews. So we got Juan Manigo, number 13.
Yeah,
he had a big play, and that guy is short. Man, when I seen him on the field today, I'm like, wait, how are we playing? Is this guy playing, park ball? Like, what's going on? Who is this guy? So
he's like little Wes Walker there.
Yes. He had a play across the middle, and Perez threw him the ball, and he caught it right there. Boom, and he broke it for a touchdown. Like, I've been impressed with the way these guys in training camp have been able to catch the ball and break for a touchdown. Definitely be expecting a lot of yards after the catch with any of these receivers, any of these running backs. They've been pretty impressive throughout this training camp. So
that receiving core is deep.
Yes. Yeah. So we got here Javante Payton. He's been making some plays in training camp. We did an interview with him. And to all that don't know, he's a Swiftie. So y'all go check out that interview. It's a really good interview, y'all. It's live on YouTube right now. We got Lawan Winningham. We did an interview with him as well. Really good guy. Man, these guys have some great standout character. I've been very impressed just to, actually be there and record them and, talk to them. So I can't say enough about this receiving core and this offense. It's been very good to watch. So
you can't lie on that one, man, because, I'm cool with all 3 of those guys. And, man, I think those 3 guys out there, they play off each other. You know what I mean? So really cool, awesome guys.
Yeah, definitely. So, any of these names here that you want to see. One of the guys, just want to make a note, 86. This guy, Curtis Hodges, he reminds me of number 80. Like very good upside. He catches the ball of Canella. He catch the ball up high, really hard to bring down. And y'all can see that was one of the guys in the picture who caught the touchdown. So I don't know if he has sticky on his gloves, but he's been catching the ball. And I guess
is he a tight end or a wide out?
He's a tight end.
You got him as a tight end?
Yes, and he has a 6'7" frame, so I'm guessing that's why he's making a lot of plays in training camp. This guy, like, I'm almost wanting him over Canella. You can see he's 3 inches taller than Canella at 6'7". Canella's at 6'4", but I definitely hope this guy makes I hope he makes the cut, because I can't wait to see what he brings on the field this year.
We also got that. I think he's also a tight end, number 87.
I got it. You said 87?
Yeah.
Seth Green.
Yeah.
Yes, he's from Houston. So we got him from Dispersal. But yeah, he's from Houston, 6'3", 242 pounds. So really good frame, but I mean he's shorter than those other two guys. So he might be one of the guys that be on the bubble, because 86 has been having a really good year. Really good training camp, and we know 80 Canella is not going anywhere. So
he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm really like I said, I'm really impressed
That's Travis Kelce in spring league.
Yeah, yes, that is true. So you see here just some notables: Donald Payne, some other ones that was mentioned. Chris Odom, you can see him, 93, 6'4" from Arkansas State, big country guy. So yeah, he's definitely gonna move the line. So. Yeah, man. So what do you think about that? So, one of the things that stood out to me when I was at training camp today is that, some of the players that don't make the team, they actually stay around because of some, they've gotten some camaraderie, with some of the actual players from the other team. So, it's a kind of hard, I ain't gonna say kind of hard pill to swallow, but it was really good just to see that these players don't get upset that they don't make the team, just be like, trying best, but they actually stay around to build these relationships and network and actually try and stay in shape, because other teams might call them up.
Yeah, just like they do every year. You know what I mean? You can, if you're not playing the way they want you to play, they're gonna cut, and they're gonna, and you know what I mean? They're gonna bring. These guys stay around and get jobs here, so they can be ready for that call. Be like, hey, you know what? We're going to need you to come and step in and see what you can contribute to the team.
Facts. And so, with this being a 4-month team, a 4-month league, so, those transactions can happen pretty quickly. So definitely Seth Green was great in Austin Powers. Hey, shag now or shag later. I am definitely an Austin Powers fan. So, but yeah, man, so that's one really cool thing about the UFL and the players here. It's like with Arlington being a hub, all these players are here. And so you might have an opportunity. This guy might have an agent to get called, like, okay, hey, and pass it along to this guy. So the networking possibilities are just immense with the way this league is set up. So I definitely appreciate that aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
So talking about appreciating the aspect of it. So what do you think about, what are these super fans saying?
Man, everybody's different. You got some that like it, and then you have some that kind of complain about it. It's
the
aspect of it. It's part of the game.
Sounds like an old unappreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I was just about to say, yes, it just sounds like those Cowboy fans. They're just always complaining and bringing up old stuff.
And what's funny? That's what it sounds like. It's like That's why I mean what's cool about this spring league is that if you're I mean you can have your buddies can be in different teams, you know what I mean? But now there's one team in the Metroplex that you guys can go and have just like the same fun that you're at Cowboy Stadium, but cheaper. And then you can do it with your buddies instead you guys ain't got to fight about each other's NFL team. You're cheering on one team.
Yeah, and that's one thing I like about it. It's a safe space, like especially being out here in Dallas. A lot of Philly, when Philly come out here, it's always a fight. And it's just stuff like that, and it's like it's safe, and it's like that's the type of sporting event environment that I want to, bring my kids around. It's like, okay, yes, I want to be able to bring my kid there and, not feel like, okay, hey, so we might have to run, you know what I'm saying? Or we got to do something like that. So, shout out to the league for that, so I'm definitely a fan, of how, things is coming along with that. But, all right. So today, hold on, wait, she's moving too fast.
The UFL
I can get this one, man. All right, so Tyler Vaughns. All right, let me get. Oh, wait, hold on. That's the band.
All right, last question. Now, entering your third season with the Renegades, objectives have you set for yourself in the UFL and beyond?
Really just go in terms of getting picked up by an NFL team, but right now focusing on what I gotta focus on. My main objective is win this championship.
Bro, did you hear what this guy said?
Mm-mm.
You didn't hear? Oh,
No.
Let me repeat it.
All right, last question. Now, entering your third season with the Renegades, what objectives have you set for yourself?
Breaks up a little bit.
Main objective. Yeah, I was saying, the winds is blowing out my internet. But yeah, the main objective is for him to win a championship, bring a championship back to the Renegades. So, I was impressed with that because, a lot of players that I meet, I ain't gonna say, some players that I meet, their main focus is to use this to catapult to get there, to try and get back into the NFL. But, in hindsight, they're losing, they're letting their current opportunity slip slip between their fingers. And so I was impressed with how he said, yes, he wants to try and put the footage out there to whereas, he's able to get picked up by an NFL team or, just, be on their radar. But his primary focus is the Renegades championship run. I was just like, wow. So what do you think about that?
And and they've been telling me that as well. You know what I mean? When we're sitting there talking at the practice, you know what I mean? There's to them it's championship, nothing less. You know what I mean?
Yes. And I mean, so what do you think is, might cause that? Because they won the first year. So do you think since that first year, they won it, it has to get back to that? Because, not all teams, have that type of success and it's not easy to get back there.
Yep. Amen. But I think from last year, just like you were saying, the injury bug bit us. You know what I mean? But also the mental mistakes also kills us. You know what I mean? You're looking at third and 15, boom, then you get a rough in the passer. You know what I mean? Just kills it. Just kills you. You know what I mean? Then you get another third down and maybe third down and 10. Then you get another penalty for jumping up in the neutral zone. You know what I mean? Just little mistakes that can cause you the game. You know what I mean? I think if we can get away from the injury bug and the mental mistakes, there shouldn't be. I mean, this team. I mean, if you look at all the rosters, we're the most team that has people that came back on both sides of the ball. You know what I mean? Not just one. You know what I mean? I mean, majority of the defense is back. You know what I mean? Besides the back end, but your middle and your front, majority besides one of the guys is not brand new. It's all the guys that were there from 2023. So I think with those guys, their mindset is there shouldn't be nothing less but championship this year.
Yes. Yes. I mean, that could be a good thing or a bad thing that most of them came back this year because, I mean, but we didn't have much success last year. So it's like if it was a donkey over there, it might be a donkey over here. So, it depends on, like how you look at that double-edged sword or, the coin. Like, yes, it's a good thing because we expect continuity. But, I mean, last season we missed something. Like you were saying, we couldn't make the big plays. We couldn't make the plays when it counted, So, and I've even seen and heard that, some people even calling for the coaches to change. So I don't think, it's to that point yet. And I think that, the fans and a lot of people are doing that prematurely and just, in their emotions and not understanding like, hey, you know what, the team is injury riddled. So, let's just get the team back to full health and then we can, start making some decisions like that.
I mean, what our record was 4-6 last year, right?
Like dead last. It was embarrassing.
You got 2 games that you lose on a 4th down when you didn't get no pressure on the quarterback. You lose two games like that. So you lose them by 6 points a game. You know what I mean? So we didn't lose. I think besides one game that we lost more than 10 points. You know what I mean?
True. And, one thing that that stood out to me last year that, was kind of a little rumble in my stomach was that we were steadily doing like trick plays. We were doing high risk, high reward plays, and I was like, okay, hey, can we just scale this playbook down a little bit, and let's just do corner, post outs and everything. But, Coach Stoops and the team, they didn't change their approach.
You can't do it when the offensive line ain't giving you the offensive line wasn't giving Luis Perez no time to throw it. You know what I mean? But if you give him time to throw it, he's gonna pick you apart.
Facts. And hey, y'all can check our content out on our page. He's running this year. So I was like, whoa, what the shit? Who is this guy? So shout out to Dunk. Yes, it is. And he's also he said, I'm sorry, let me read the question. So Dunk says it is Luis Perez or bust. Yes. Yep. Yes. This is it. We need him to do what we got him here for. And I think he's ready to take it there. He had he had his toes in the NFL water. He had a really good opportunity there, but red tape got him back down.
Yeah, when you look at Luis Perez, man, when you're leading the league in passing, touchdowns, and interceptions are down, you're leading the whole league, and you're not winning. You know what I mean? Now let's give him the protection he needs. You know what I mean? Let him have that caliber. I mean, if our record was better, hands down, he would have won MVP.
Facts. Agreed. Now, hey, man, you Dunk, you on it. Now, yes. Now, I was going to say that. Now, Tyler Vaughn, he had 45 receptions, 503 yards with 3 touchdowns, finishing 4th in the entire season last year. So he was being worked, So Tyler Vaughn was getting looks and he was getting the ball, but it didn't. How did that translate? And something, I asked him about this off camera. I didn't put that on camera doing training camp today, but it looked like they're trying to extend his role. So they had a trick play for him. So they gave him the ball out the backfield, and I guess it was the end around. So he came around, they gave him the ball. Luis Perez gave him the ball, and he was running the ball, and then he stopped before he hit the line, and he threw it to, I guess, the running back who was coming out the flat. But he made an errant throw, and he just blew up. So I asked him off camera. I was like, hey, man, are you all right? Because, he was just like, man, I'm just that competitor in me. So, I mean, when he messed up the throw, he took his helmet off. He boom, 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 boom. And I was just like, whoa, okay, hey, ding dong.
Yeah.
Are you okay there, buddy? You know what I'm saying?
But you see how you see how the competitor, you know what I mean. I think in the last couple of years he's been playing, there wasn't a lot of even with Winfield and Payne. Those three guys, for some reason this year, they just want to ball out.
Yes, yes. And I think in addition to like today and tomorrow, it's chippy because this it's all out there. They're leaving it all out on the field now because there's only 2 more practices before the 53-man roster cut. They better make cuts next week.
And they know they can get cut too.
Yes, yes. So, you know, like I had mentioned to him, you know, I definitely understand it because I'm the same way. That's why I was telling him, I'm like, shit, that's why I don't have a PlayStation anymore because if it doesn't go my way, I'm like, God damn it, I'm pulling the goddamn thing out. You know, so I am that competitor too, you know, so I can get a little destructive, you know, if I lose too much.
Everything.
Taking the TV off, like, goddamn shit. But, you know, so I get it, you know, and it was good just to see that level of competitor in. No, I'm gonna say it like I'm gonna get real gutter with it. I like to see the dog in his hunt. You know what I'm saying? These guys, I won't see the dog in them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see them licking their paws like a damn kitty cat.
You know what? They all got to be dogs out there on both sides of the ball. Special teams, all three phases got to be dogs.
Exactly, and that's one thing that I'm seeing out here. Like I said, I know they were chipping today. They were pushing and shoving. They had a fight. I was like, whoa, hold on, where my popcorn at, man? I was like, shit, I didn't know I was pulling up to the MMA fights, but. You know, and I was wondering, you know, I was just having a discussion with a guy on the side, and we were wondering, like, hey, why is this? This is just Tuesday practice. But then it was told to us, you know, this is their final practice. It's today, tomorrow, and then after that, head start hitting the chopping block.
Yep, because they got to get in there and start practicing.
Yes, and getting game time ready. You know, so in this year, the games are, you know, pushed a little bit closer together. So I think, you know, within 4 months, you know, league should be over. You know, if no one, or even before that, if you're not in the playoffs. So, you know, once the league starts, you're definitely going to see things starting to roll, and you know, things got, you know, just got to remain fluid.
Yep.
All right, so we got a question. Doug, what is the status of the collective bargaining? Man, you know, it's been a lot of stuff about that. You know, you can find a lot of content about that, but you know, we really didn't touch too much on that. You know, from the start of training camp, you know, when it was talking about, there was grumblings about, hey, the QB's not showing up there. Luis Perez was there. Him and his van. I told y'all, he reminds me of Kirk Cousins with the van coming up to practice.
Yep.
But, you know, Luis Perez was there day one. And, you know, shout out to his character and everyone else there. You know, they were there. You know, like I was very impressed, you know. So to answer your question, I don't know because I don't see that. You know, what I can, you know, if I have to answer your question, I will answer it this way. Everyone showed up who was supposed to be there. They were in good spirits. You know, they were very competitive, you know, and, you know, that's all I can, you know, I can say on that, you know. So
hey, sometimes sometimes if you don't hear it from the horse's mouth, man, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Because I mean, there's been a lot of things said, and all of a sudden, these guys they're all at the practices. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like if that was really happening, why they going to practice? If it was really happening, why are they going to practice?
In addition to that, just like I had told someone who asked me, that I was like, you know, one thing about the UFL, it's a different dynamic, you know. Than NFL or a lot of other leagues. All the players are here. So if you're talking about pay more, pay less, collective bargaining, it's too late for that, player. You already in the city, baby.
You already put that pencil to paper.
Exactly. So you can sit here and just complain about whatever that is and watch your counterparts come to practice, come work out, get better. Because, like I keep saying, this league is about for the love of everything, you know, and you're going to see that in the things that they do. Just with the fact that all the players are here shows that they're being protected from the distractions of your local community, you know, because shoot, I'm from New Orleans and I can't have 50 cents without somebody asking me for 45 cents. You know what I'm saying? So, There's definitely going to be a problem with this, and and they don't have these type of distractions. So shout out to Danny Garcia, Don, Mr. Johnson, and all of the leadership of the UFL for just thinking this through, man. This is a well thought out process. Like, I'm very impressed. So hopefully that answers your question and kind of gets me the dance around it. But really good question. So, all right, man. So that leads us to the fan portion there, baby.
Yep.
Goddamn Bandito, beat a Bandito, man.
Hey, so if you guys are gonna go out, out to the tailgate on Saturday. I mean, we're doing crawfish, Descala tacos, hamburgers, and hot dogs for people that don't eat crawfish, shrimp. There will be hot dogs and hamburgers, and also some street tacos.
Hey, y'all better get there before I get there with them street tacos, man. Listen, I can put some down. So, all right, tell me, the corn or flour? What kind of
both?
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, you got to do both. Some people like flour.
Yeah. I like flour too. It all depends. If I'm coming after the club or before the club. After the club, I need flour. You know what I'm saying? I need all the alcohol to soak up.
Hey.
But my breakfast tacos, I just like the corn. So just
that's it.
There's 2 bites and they gone, man. So, all right. So just for those that don't know, this is Beat a Bandito cornhole toss, man. So, those that come out, definitely just sit a while. We definitely got some food for you. We got some games, and we got a DJ coming out. So definitely get y'all corn hole toss. You can tell I'm not really good at that. I don't even know how to play it. But y'all get it. I got my people with me. Listen, I am Beavis and Butthead. And all I want to do is corn Julio. Well, man, definitely it's going to be a great time out there, man. So y'all come out there to the tailgate. Y'all get ready to have a good time and just tailgate and enjoy some good people, good time, good music.
And again, we'll be in Lot E. All
right, man. So now yes.
Now we got the rally. Now we got the I-35 rally against San Antonio. Well, we are going to have 97.1 The Eagle, which is the Ben and Skip show from 3 to 7 at Boomer Jacks in Dallas off of Northwest Highway and Technology. The players will be there between 5 to 7. And then after that, we'll be out there until about 9, 10 o'clock. And just come out. I mean, if you guys want to meet some of the players, we don't know who's coming out. So it's going to be a surprise. But again, we're having the Ben and Skip show going live from 3 to 7. If you guys want to go out to Boomer Jacks in Dallas and off of Northwest Highway Technology.
Yes, and it's free. It's free. It's free to join. So don't think you have to have money to come in there, but you gotta have money to drink. So really good jokes. You got some good jokes. You might buy you a round or something, but definitely free to come out. You got to pay to eat, got to pay to drink. Or have good jokes. Got good jokes. We might get you a free ketchup packet.
Yep. And San Antonio will be out. A bunch of San Antonio players will be out here too. We also, if you guys haven't heard, we are going to have the Battle I-35 cowboy hat that gets presented to the winner.
Oh, man, you're going way ahead of me. We talk about the rally. There we go. Hat.
But the hat will be there. The hat will be at the rally. So if you guys don't know what we've been talking about, that's the I-35 hat that whoever wins the game gets to take home the I-35 hat.
I'm still trying to get ready to get back our damn XFL trophy they got so we can win our division. So yeah, and it's crazy doing the open practice, doing the Roughnecks. Guy with the Brahmas, I'm on the sideline. You're like, hey man, I like your hat. How can I get one? My bandana. I'm like, beat it. I don't like your shirt. He got the whole Brahma shirt on. I was like, But nah, it was
Yeah.
really good meeting this guy. Like those got some great fans. So just trying to give everyone an understanding of how different and dynamic this UFL Spring League is, and just to get ready for a whole new experience with customer fans. Like it's customer fans. I mean, with fans. But yeah, man, like it's one thing that I think this was Winningham said, he was like, much the NFL is starting to get some of the UFL rules. So you can see this expansion that and confidence that the UFL league is getting with all of this. So y'all listen, if you didn't get no tickets, follow the page. We always doing giveaways. We're doing 2 ticket giveaways for this upcoming game. So we're making fans. So if you want an opportunity to go to a game on us, just when y'all see us do the giveaway, just comment and you might win. But hey, if not, go to the Ticketmaster or go to Arlington Renegades and buy your ticket. They vary from like $20.
Or not, come see me at the tailgate. You know what I mean? I got a little they give me a little promo for any fans that come in. You know what I mean? Really cheap, guys. And they're in our section. You know what I mean? If you guys come see me at the tailgate, or even on Friday night at the rally, you know what I mean? I got a link. You know what I mean? You come see me. The link. I mean, you're looking about anywhere between $18 to $30 a ticket. So, I mean, if you guys want to come out to the rally, and I mean, I'm more than welcome to open up that website, and you guys can order your tickets.
There you have it. I mean, let me find out you're trying to take the Renegades job, the account ticket holders job. I mean, yeah.
Oh no, you know what I mean? That's what I like. They're working with us. You know what I mean? That's a little thing. Hey, we help out a little bit. Hey, you know what I mean? Maybe they help us out a little bit more. But at the end of the day,
right.
You know what I mean? If you guys need the help, because Ticketmaster, you're gonna pay some tickets out of Ticketmaster. You know what I mean? There's these that I get. I have no fees. Just come out to the tailgate, hang out. And if you see me at the tailgate, let me know if you guys need a ticket.
All right, well there you have it. Come out, get the experience, get you some tickets, and and they're not bootleg. So
no,
the real tickets. But man, before we get up out of here, got any last minute words or anything? Any shout outs?
Oh man, I just want to give a shout out I want to give a shout out to Tiffany. I mean, that's my ticket lady. She did a lot of help to get going on with this pep rally. She got her hand slapped a couple times, but she pushed it for the fans. She was, she's been pushing it for the fans, and I think she's about the only one. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good people in the front office, but I think with her, she was the one that was pushing for the fans to have this rally going. Have this rally going. I mean, we were going to have the rally going on regardless with us fans. You know what I mean? Us fans are what makes this league. So, I mean, we all stick together. Hey, we all become one.
We are the world. I'm about to say we are the people. Hey. Relax and make a better day. So let's start giving. All right, man. So, hey, listen, definitely give a shout out to Dunk, man. Appreciate you. Definitely going to follow you on X. Appreciate you for tapping in. Everyone else that tapped in, if y'all didn't get your questions answered, just definitely drop them in the chat. We will review the questions in the chat, get ready for our next show. We're going to be there at the training camp tomorrow. There's it's not open, but there's a scrimmage game tomorrow with the Renegades and the Battlehawks. So tomorrow we should have an interview with Luis Perez, Bob Stoops, and the quarterback for the Battlehawks. That is Max Duggan. So y'all definitely continue tapping in with us, follow the show, because we always going to have inside information on the Renegades and UFL. So appreciate everyone that's tapping in. Y'all keep following us, and tailgate.
Yep.
Pep rap.
Hey, we're only about 9 days. We're only about 8 days away, guys. So
facts.
It's coming, and it's coming quick. Before you know
Fact.
it, it's the rally. Before you know it, it's the I-35 rally, and it's game day or pregame. It's pregame.
Fact. Well, to those players, it's game day now because you got to tomorrow, and then after tomorrow, and then your ass made it, or your ass going home. And this you do home with
One way or
STWM
another.
TV and Let's Ride, and we about to be riding home.
All right, you have a good one.
Find this podcast and others on STWF TV, the Podcasting Network, wherever you get podcasts.